talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. Hello, Postal family. Is everybody cool? Good. Yeah, I skipped that whole part. Listen, I just had a conversation with 5 different clerks after they saw that full video of the lady down in Miami that got arrested for burglary. And like I said, I apologize for my initial reaction in the first video, although I thought it was a little, off the clock. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't want to blame the lady for her reaction. The guy, he was clearly a piece of work. But after speaking to, I think it was 6 different clerks nationwide, speaking to, what they told me was all exactly the same thing. And here's the real problem. Why did the supervisor not come out? Why did the supervisor not come out? Apparently they have like a little bell or something, or they go to the back and speak to a supervisor. Now, me personally, I've been in hundreds of stations because I was a truck driver. So I used to interact with all of the station managers, postmasters, supervisors, etc. And the one thing that I do know is that the supervisors do customer service. Technically, they're on the phone and they're dealing with irate customers. I get it. But when a clerk is at the window and they're requesting service, why did the supervisor not get up and immediately address it? Apparently, they tend to pass the buck back and forth to each supervisor. Over there's 3 supervisors on the floor and they may be on the phone. They can put somebody on hold, say, hey, I have to deal with something, etc. I know we don't have a ton of people working, but that, in my opinion, and not even my opinion, just from the clerks, they all said the same thing, that the supervisors do not come out in the right amount of time. Now, if you're a supervisor at a station, don't take it personal, but you've probably seen it as well. If you're a supervisor at a station, you probably were a carrier before or a clerk before. And if you were, you know how it is. They do not like to interact with the public. So how is that situation being dealt with? Now, when you have a customer that is clearly looking for attention, like this man was, what happens in that point? As he didn't move, he was interrupting the flow of mail being done. So he's interrupting work. That's what he was. I'm not going anywhere. He stood right there in her face. Now, did he touch her? No. But he clearly was antagonizing her as well as the other workers. Right? Oh, you're all going to get fired. And I mean, it takes thick skin to deal with that. And I honestly could not deal with it. And every single clerk there identified with it because they have a continuous issue with these people, these customers that do not respect the postal workers as human beings. Forget the camera. The issue wasn't even his mail. Remember that. It wasn't even his mail that he was complaining about. He was talking about her being racist. He had a camera out for every single thing except for her being racist. He antagonized that lady. Now, the first video, I'm getting a lot of comments about, oh, I twist the narrative. No, I didn't twist the narrative any. Because in the first video, I said there's usually more to the story. And I said he should probably antagonizing her. And that's exactly what he did. He was poking the bear until she broke. And that's what it was. He stayed silent. And when she ignored him, up until that last point when he said whatever he said at the end, is when she snapped. Human nature can only go but so far. We can only tolerate this but so far. And yes, I am washing my clothes and it's going to make a little ringing noise in a minute. But really, the real issue is, why is the supervisors not jumping to the clerks' defense. Not even their defense. Just that's kind of their supervisors of customer service. That's what they are. So they're supposed to be out there the moment a clerk rings that bell. Now, I said it in one of my videos probably about 3-4 months ago that some of these clerks have nasty ass attitudes. And I stand by that. They do. Because I go to some of my stations in regular clothing. I'm like, and they won't notice me for whatever reason. I'm like, yo, you know I bring you mail, right? Oh, why you being this? Yeah. So the bottom line, you hear my washers singing back there. Let me know. Shut up. Anyway, it just had to have the last word. Anyway, I just can't understand how they're going to fix that problem when the problem clearly is a lot of the customers. A lot of the customers. And I'm going to stick by that because Jay can be an asshole. I can. You don't believe me? Just watch my videos. But just imagine a normal person. You are a normal person on an average day that has everything going on in life, and then you got to be spoken to like trash by somebody clearly wanting attention. Spoken to like trash. Forget the cameras and the First Amendment and all that other garbage. But she was going to slap that phone out of his hand regardless of whether or not he was recording. It wasn't so much of the recording. It was him antagonizing her. And for the public that watches this, because it's clearly a bunch of public people, read the comments and stop trying to bash the post office for us being human. Because the next time you look in the mirror, remember, you bleed the same color. You have the same issues in life. You ain't no better. But yeah, you guys are supposed to be held at a higher standard. Yes, we are held at a higher standard, but we're still human. It's customer service. You do that to a Walmart employee, see how that turns out. Y'all making it seem like the post office is so horrible. Watch YouTube for a little bit. You see it happens in every single craft nationwide. Every single craft. You can't speak to people like trash and expect them not to react. And that lady reacted. Unfortunately, she reacted and it was recorded. And it was like, oh, well, she slapped it out of there and she took. The dude went to the back. He went to a spot that he wasn't supposed to. Oh, that's because she took his phone and There's more to the story. There's always more to the story. And I spoke to somebody. And the person actually wrote me and said, hey, I was there. So all these different people are telling me the same thing. Where are the supervisors? We're the supervisors. And before you guys go bashing the supervisors, we already know that they need to step their game up. But to the people up top that watch me, I pray you guys give the supervisors some training. Y'all had a stand-up talk with everybody on how to act and how to react to these people recording us. Need to actually have a talk with the supervisors because the customers make this work for everybody. If we have no customers, the Postal Service don't work. Period. Without a customer, the buildings shut down. So we need to have what? Customer service. And who deals with that? The supervisors of customer service. They need some training as well. Take care of the clerks that are out there standing there looking at customers all day. Because the clerks, they're human. You see me? It's JH with just an opinion piece. Y'all ain't got to agree with it, but it's facts. Put yourself in the shoes and don't lie to yourself. Oh, well, no, I would have handled it totally different. I would have went and took a... Stop lying, okay? Stop lying. I got patience, but I'd have went around and I'd have bit him on the shoulder. I'm just kidding. All right, I got to go. I gotta get my clothes because I have nothing on underneath here. All right, we out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.